You had a brain thought? That's usually where thoughts come from, yes, bestie? Hey, bud. What are you doing? You aura farming? Okay. What is he doing, bro? This guy is something else. No. Angie. Pew pew. Hey, there's a pupilpan. Wow, his clothes really stick out. Want to go over and take a closer look? The crisis emerges, yet the tribal leaders bicker endlessly. Hi there, what are you doing here? Let Tenochtitlan. Let Tenochtitlan bring his talking stick over and let it mediate the discussion. Oh. Tenoch, the guy who had the weapon. Wait, Tenno who? Tenochtitlan belongs no longer to any tribe, yet his fury still burns, unquenched. When he set foot on the path of fate, the first to come forward and receive him was the great runner, Wenjiru. Oh yeah, that's the former ancient name bearer of Janssen's ancient name, I think. Wenjiru? What are you talking about? Wenjiru! This was a moment that left no trace in the annals of history. At the very instant those two met, Wenjiru bolted without so much as a backward glance, as if startled by some unseen force. What's going on? Who is he talking to? Tenochtitlan's suspicion surged as he glanced around, and he spotted a snaggle-toothed child lurking by the side of the road. The child had been the one to scare off poor Wenjiru. A snaggle-toothed child? Hey, Pai will have you know, her teeth are in perfect condition. The insolent child provoked Wenjiru, and even went so far as to bare her teeth, an act of utmost sacrilege. Tenochtitlan was filled with rage. Oh, Paimon, sorry she disturbed you. Please don't be filled with rage. With but a single word, the valorous veteran frightened the churlish child nearly to tears. Yet every warrior knows this truth. To forgive the enemy with flowers is to loose an arrow into one's own heart. And so the last survivor of Tenochtitoc raised his club, brandished it at the rocks and prickly pears, and declared, "Let my stick tore bloody sense into this brat, for Wenjiru!" There will be no felling of any Paimons unless you get past me. Ah ha ha! A golden-haired child appeared. Tenochtitlan would teach her the might of the heavens and the earth. Okay. Well, why is he attacking us? Harley, watch out!
Reconstitute! Turn that frown upside down.
Friendship team. Hey, stop fighting! Who are you? I'm terribly sorry. I'm Pukli, the entertainment supervisor at the resort. But that can wait. No one's hurt, are they? He's hurt. And quite right, too. He deserves it for attacking us out of nowhere like that. Tenochtitlan was wounded in both body and heart. The joyous battle had been halted, leaving him unfulfilled. Like a brief storm, a faint thunderclap, half a hiss of flames, a thin pall of smoke, the last survivor of Tenochtitoc swung his stone club with fury, rending heaven and shattering earth, the volcano in his heart about to erupt. Did he hit himself on the head with his own club or something? If anyone's going to erupt here, it should be us. It's a very long story. I need to take him back to his hut to rest. I'll explain everything later. The hut's not far from here. We can meet back up there. He's gone all quiet. What's up with him? I'm sorry for the inconvenience, dear guests. His name is Papa, and he's one of our on-site actors. On-site actors? They're quite common in theme parks nowadays. Members of staff who roleplay as characters and interact with the visitors. Huh, so you're saying this guy was just acting? Yes, but also no. Please allow me to explain. We've stationed actors around the themed resort to enhance the immersive experience for our guests. These actors are in character as members of the tribe that once lived here, the Tenochtzitoc. There was once a great hero from this tribe, known to all of Natlan, who was named Tenoch. Tenoch! So this was his home? Then Tenochtzitoc was a respectful title given to Tenoch. It means the honoured heart of Tenochtzitoc. The idea was for Papa to perform in encounters with other heroes, and even to allow guests to test their own martial prowess. Lately, though, something's gotten into him. He's been acting erratically, and nobody can get through to him. You've seen it yourselves. It's like he's reciting a script. I wonder if there's some weird soul possession shit going on. What script? It's more like he's writing himself into every scene. In any case, please accept my sincerest apologies for this mess. We'll have to suspend this attraction until the matter is resolved. Please come back with me, dear guests. We'll make sure to properly compensate you for the trouble caused. And what about this Tenochtzitoc fellow? Yeah, if he runs into some other tourists, they might not get off so easily. You're right, but please don't worry. I'll make sure to take care of everything. A tragedy most heartbreaking. The lonesome Tenochtzitoc had yet to fulfill his duty, but now he was beset by baffling, cacophonous interlopers. He could no longer bear witness to such a ridiculous sight, so he pushed aside the 3 fools who blocked his way and continued onwards, stone club across his shoulder, to traverse the treacherous unknowns ahead. You don't even have a stone club. Wait, he's getting away! Not if I can help it. Pukli takes out a peculiar blowpipe and takes aim at the fleeing figure. Whoop. His aim is true and Tenochtzitoc is struck. Thump. The hero sways gently for a moment and then collapses to the ground. Whoa, a sneak attack. Sorry, Papa, but it's time for you to take a nap. I promise we'll find a way to get you better. Have you asked the doctor to check him out? Maybe he's just gone a little, loopy? Of course I looked for him. I've chased him from Easy Breeze Market to Wavy Bay. He sure seems dangerous. Oh, right. He was blabbing about Wanjiro just now. Do you think this may have something to do with the story of the 6 heroes of Natlan? Surely that was just another memorized line, right? It sounded like he was talking to someone. Wanjiro! This was a moment that left no trace in the annals of history. At the very instant those two met, Wanjiro bolted without so much as a backward glance, as if startled by some unseen force. Yeah, it's like there was an invisible actor there. Or something. Gotta be the jivari quest, right? Oh, maybe. And he said Paimon scared them off. Invisible? Well, I have heard some rumors about hidden spirits lurking around these parts. Maybe Papa's gotten himself mixed up in something dangerous. I should find a shaman to help. Isn't that perfect? There should be plenty of tourists from the Masters of the Nightwind at the resort. As it happens, a young shaman did check into the resort this morning, but it doesn't feel right to bother guests with this sort of thing. In any case, I'll investigate the rumors regarding the hidden spirits first, before deciding what to do. Since you've got no other leads, why not let us help out? You go dig around for those rumors, and we'll help you look for the shaman. That's much too kind of you. I wouldn't know how to make it up to 2 guests if they were to spend their vacation on something like this. It wouldn't be a very relaxing vacation if we left this problem unresolved. Exactly. If we wait around, things might get worse. And we've got lots of friends at the resort. It'd be bad if they ran into that Tenochtzitoc guy. So, hey, we'd be more than happy to help. Point us in the direction of the shaman, and we'll bring him over in a jiffy. Okay then, you have my sincerest gratitude. The shaman arrived this morning, and I'm told he's an up-and-coming hotshot in the Masters of the Nightwind. I'm guessing he's probably wandering around the hill in the northernmost part of Wavy Bay. And that's where we're headed. We'll be right back. Oh, what the? Oh, that's fun. It was just a sedative, Papa. You're alright. Don't worry. Hello, you two. Is something the matter? Huh? The great hero, traveler, and Paimon? How fortunate I am to cross paths with you here. You look familiar. Have we met before? Have you forgotten? I'm Layla, that spirit duffer. Oh! You, Master Auroron, and the great shaman Citlali once saved my life. Layla recounts an event that happened not too long ago, where you helped a member of the Masters of the Nightwind return his lost spirit to his body. Oh, it's you! Well, you're looking healthy, Layla. Paimon almost didn't recognize you with your hat on. But, did you say Master Auroron? Yes, I did. I'm currently studying the mystic arts under Master Auroron's tutelage. Does Auroron know about this? Well, it's something of a one-sided teaching relationship. So he doesn't even know he's your teacher? What kind of a student are you then? As someone who used to be a spirit duffer, if Citlali hadn't saved me and Auroron hadn't taught me, there's no way I could have ever become a shaman. Are you really a shaman? If a teacher is like a gardener, I'd gladly be one of their carrots and let them water me with knowledge. That's a category on Pornhub. Harley, do you really think we can rely on this guy? Come again? I couldn't hear that very well. Oh, Paimon was just saying how nice it is to run into an old friend. Master often calls me friend as well, but I won't have it. Master is master. Master's granny is Master Granny. That's just how things are. As for you, most venerable Harley, I know that you are friends with the great shaman Citlali, which makes you my Master Granny too. I'm afraid it would be discourteous of me to address you simply as friend. Sounds to Paimon like you picked up a lot more than just mystic arts from Auroron. Okay, let's get back to business. Yeah, we're actually here to ask for your help, Layla. Help? From me? Rest assured, good masters, whatever task you entrust to me, I shall fulfill it to the best of my abilities. You explained to Layla what happened earlier. I see. So, you think he's being possessed? That's right. What's your take on the situation? The Easy Breeze Holiday Resort is indeed a location with vibrant spiritual energies. I could sense that as soon as I arrived. So it wouldn't be amiss to assume that some invisible entity could have been involved. Can you take me to that spot with the swing you mentioned earlier? I'd like to confirm a few things. Sure thing, Layla. We'll show you the way. This is the spot. Just as I thought. What is it? I truly was held back by apical dominance. What? Apical what now? It's a botanical phenomenon. The stems of some vegetables grow incredibly quickly and absorb a large amount of nutrients, impeding the growth of lateral buds and leaves. If you want to encourage more foliage, you have to remove the apical bud at the top of the stem. Master Auroron said that I was once held back by my spirit duffer problem. That is, until I found a way to clip it off the top. And then I blossomed into a healthy vegetable with lush and verdant foliage. To Layla, you do remember why we're here, right? Of course. It might sound like I'm going off topic, but I was just trying to say that I've discovered some traces of spiritual energy. They're weak and very, very faint. An ordinary shaman might have walked right by without noticing a thing. But I'm no ordinary shaman anymore. Thanks to Master Auroron, I've grown into a plant to be proud of. Layla, can you please drop the vegetable metaphors and focus on the matter at hand? You'll have plenty of time to think about stems and buds after we solve this mystery. Yeah, of course. Just as Master Granny said, the afflicted actor conversed with some kind of presence here. I'm going to use my clairvoyance and try to follow these faint traces of spiritual energy. It might be possible to glimpse the presence's true form. But first, I need to prepare something very important. What are you doing? There we go. Carrots. What sharp eyes you have, Master Granny. These are indeed carrots, and this is a carrot ring, but they're not for eating. This is a medium of divination that will help with clairvoyance. In my tribe, everyone has their own unique method of divination. Some use graffiti, others use smoke or water. I use vegetables. Well, that's novel, but does it actually work? Master once told me, do not underestimate the humble vegetable. It is the eyes and ears of the earth. Born of the soil, gifted with its spirit and blood, it bears the symbols and memories of the land. Every time you eat vegetables, it's like suckling at the teat of Mother Teyvat. I stayed awake for this. Sharing in the histories and mysteries passed down through generations. That's why we eat vegetables and not grass or leaves. Paimon's never eating another vegetable as long as she lives. She'd rather eat slimes. That's a pity, Paimon. You could have a chance to grow your wisdom. Please just continue with whatever you're doing, Layla. Paimon won't say anything ever again. Feel free to speak your mind, Master Paimon. Thank you for allowing me to share my knowledge with you both. Can you please just start already? Of course. Here, Paimon, and you too, Master Granny. Put your hands on my shoulders. It will help you see. Is this safe? I've gleaned from the spiritual traces that the hidden presence is neither powerful nor violent. So yes, I think it's quite safe. I'm ready. Alright, let's get started. Carrot ring, oh carrot ring, make visible these unseen things. Show me, where is their grave? Carrot ring, oh carrot ring, make visible these unseen things. Show me, where did they fall? Please allow me to see. Yeah, as an Asha, could have seen that coming. Insane that this is actually working. Enjou. How did things turn out this way? Oh man, my head hurts. Are you okay, Layla? I'm fine, but I'm afraid I've reached my limit. Did you see that? Truly remarkable, I dare say. Maybe you're right, Jason. Maybe this is the Jivari quest. It was like a dream. What did it all mean? All I know is that the Asha on the swing is probably the spirit you're looking for, though I'm not sure how it gained the ability to hide itself. Moreover, the spiritual energy traces belong to more than just one Asha, which lines up with what we saw. There must be several of them nearby. Are they the cause of the problem? It's hard to say, but it's likely that actor started to lose control of himself because he was affected in some way by the Asha's departure. If we can track down those Asha, we should at least be able to calm him down. So that's how it is. Vegetables aside, it looks like you've learned some real skills, Layla. I have to work hard not to tarnish Master's good name. What about the ones we saw later on? I too am more concerned about what we saw afterwards. The fabric those Asha were gathered around, it looked a lot like the woven scrolls we use in the Masters of the Nightwind. And that mysterious place that appeared later, along with the strange figure standing in the carrot ring, all felt very familiar somehow, but I'm not sure why. And that's okay, we can think about that stuff later. For now, we have leads that could help that Tenochtzitoc guy. Right, but Paimon, Master Granny, I think I'll excuse myself from that. Huh? Why? The truth is, I feel a little uneasy. Didn't you just say you've grown into a vegetable Auroran could be proud of? Indeed. But even the carrots are whispering warnings. When the field is filled with crops, frost will come to claim them. That sounds serious. The great shaman Lali instructed me to come to Tenochtzitoc to relax, but she also told me to let her know if things started to get strange. Lali sent you here? Aren't you on vacation? Whether this is a vacation or not depends entirely on the whims of the aforementioned Frost. Right now, all I want to do is rush back to Master's greenhouse. Okay, you're starting to make Paimon feel nervous now. Fear not, Paimon. The tallest vegetables are always the first to fall to frost. You should be safe for a while. Oh, and speaking of vegetables, you can keep these carrots. Now that the divination's over, they've turned into spirit mediums for the Asha. Just sprinkle some of their juice into your eyes, and you'll be able to see the invisible Asha. That should help you track them down. Thanks, Layla. I should be the one thanking you. It's an honor to be able to help you out, Master Granny. I'll be going now, so take care, and good luck in your search. And there he goes. Do you think he was overreacting? Overreacting or not, let's watch our step. Okay, let's go back to the hut first and check on our guy. Paimon hopes what we learned about the Asha will come in handy. Perhaps because of the impact of I didn't even see what that said. Cheers! Hey, let's have another drink! Isn't this the guy from the side quest? The guy in the costume? Whoa, who are you? Did you just fall out of that tree? It's me, Papa! Hey, didn't we say we'd drink another round, eh? What a night! I'm so glad we met. Hey, why are there two of you now? One tall, one short. I think you've mistaken us for someone else. Huh? Oh. Hey, where are you? Let's keep drinking. The drunkard who fell out of the tree staggers off into the distance. The second to come forward and embrace Tenochtzitoc was the brave Menelek. That's right. The third was the cunning Sanhaj Kampore. The fourth was the young Bakina. And the fifth was Sunjata. Yeah, like the original heroes. Papa, what do you want to do? You can't go looking for them now. They've been gone for hundreds of years. The sixth to go with Tenochtzitoc was the nemesis from his youth, the giant Tupac. How am I supposed to explain to your mother how you ended up like this? Oh, he's awake. You're back. Don't worry, he's just reciting lines again. The witch doctor's sedatives are very effective. His erratic behaviour earlier was probably due to something agitating him. That's a relief. Anyway, Pukli, we found the shaman and he told us what to do. You tell Pukli what happened with Layla. So it was all because of the Asha. Well, that's a surprise, but knowing that should make things easier. Easier? How? The resort's huge. How are we supposed to track down a bunch of invisible Asha? I'll handle that. I'll get my staff to investigate supernatural occurrences around the resort. Things like empty swings moving on their own. That way, we might just find our invisible Asha. Sounds like a plan. Given our lack of knowledge on the Asha, this is our only choice right now. Yeah, those Asha are really strange. They look like Manatu, but their colours are way more vibrant, and they seem to be smarter. That's one way of looking at it, but it might be more helpful to think of them as having a soul. In Tenochtzitoc culture, the word Asha has two meanings, one of which roughly translates to benevolent soul. Many believe that Asha are Manatu with a soul, and that's why they're smarter and more approachable. Oh, Paimon gets it. So what's the other meaning? Paimon bets it's got something to do with the spirit of summertime that embodies this resort. That's not a bad guess, but the second meaning is actually something closer to ashes. Ashes? Yes, ashes blown over from the mare jivari. So the Asha are connected to the mare jivari? Yeah, I guess it's to those who died there, right? You may not know this, but there's a vast tract of land to the west of Tenochtzitoc that was once the mare jivari. It is a place of sorrow born from the abyssal invasion. Warriors were reduced to dust, their souls imprisoned and bound to the land. That is, until the whole mare jivari mysteriously vanished about 20 years ago. It was around that time that the Asha first appeared. Naturally, people made the connection to the mare jivari. No wonder they're so willing to approach the people of Natlan. They're all caught up in the legend of the mare jivari. Yeah, they are the people of Natlan. Hey Harley, Paimon just thought of something. When Layla showed us that strange place just now, it looked just like the place we went to search for Bennett before. You don't think it's possible? There I go, getting sidetracked. I'm going to focus on Papa first. Give me a day and I'll round up all the locations where the inevitable Asha might show up. What are you going to do about him? I plan to let him stay here for now. He might get unnecessarily stimulated if he leaves this familiar environment. This is how you treat pets and autistic people. The resort has also designated this a restricted area, so rest assured that no tourists will accidentally come wandering by. That's good. Papa attacked us, but we won't hold it against him. We'll find a way to cure him for sure. And so, Tenochtzitoc gathered allies from the 6 great tribes. Glittering like the flames of roaring wildfire, they crashed into the mountains of darkness. Stay strong, Papa, even in your imaginary quest to be a hero. It's about time. Let's go to the reception and find Pukli. Ah, you're both here. Hey Pukli, any news? Surprisingly, no. Although I did come across some suspicious information. It dates back to when we were planning the construction of Easy Breeze Holiday Resort. Workers near their Tenochtzitoc huts often complained that the materials had gone missing. The missing materials were soon found in the wilderness nearby, but no one ever admitted to moving them. There were also rumours of workers being frightened by water rippling when there was no wind, or wild beasts being spooked for unknown reasons, all around the same area. Well, that sounds just like the work of Invisible Asha, but why'd they only show up in one area? I also found it strange. Maybe there's something special near the huts? Sounds like we better conduct some field work. Let me mark the location on your map. In the meantime, I'll head to the huts to check on my staff. According to Pukli, the hidden Asha should be somewhere around here. Guess that means it's time to use Layla's magic carrots, right? Let's give it a try. You squeeze some juice out of the carrots and gently apply it to both your eyes and Paimon's. That smells fresh and yummy. Hey look, there's an Asha right there, on the lake. Whoa, Paimon can't believe those carrots actually worked. Let's coat the invisible Asha in paint. That way others will be able to see it. Ah. Looks really happy. Is it playing hide and seek with us? Let's see if there's anything else nearby. Paimon thinks this Asha is playing hide and seek with us. Little Asha, you're making it too easy. Call you. This is easier than Paimon thought. Hey, don't run away. Oh. Okay. Monsters, watch out! Okay.
Reconstitute!
Rise with the sun!
Installation chamber deployed.
Annihilation mode.
Turn that frown upside down.
You're fucked. Looks like this is the last one nearby. They seem to like us a lot, huh? They're not scared at all. Time to head back to the huts. Oh, hi, Sweet Lolly. Huh? Harley? Paimon? Sweet Lolly, what are you doing here? I'm just as surprised as you two. But it's a welcome surprise. I'm happy to see you too, Sweet Lolly. Were you also invited to the resort to kick back and relax? If I wanted an easy breezy day, I'd have just stayed in bed. Are you just acting cute? So you're here because of Layla, I take it. Sharp as always. Layla told me everything he saw. Everything points towards the mare jivari. So it's really the mare jivari? But didn't it, disappear? If it had really disappeared, then it shouldn't be possible to perceive it in any way. I suspect that it was hidden by some kind of power, which would explain why Layla could see it. But enough of that. I'm not here for the mare jivari either. My main target's the person who showed up in Layla's clairvoyance. Oh, so you know who they are then, Sea Lolly? Fully forgot. Don't remember anything. remember that time we helped Layla get his spirit back? The whole time he was being tricked by that Kakuchu guy. Oh, yeah, it was Enjo. If I'm not mistaken, it was he that Layla saw during his ritual. So I looked into this guy and found that he once escaped from Kanich while using the name Sanka. Turns out he's one slippery rat, Enjo. Kanich even told me you've crossed paths with him before. We've crossed paths... Wait, there's no way. It's Enjo? Enjo? Is that his real name? It could be another alias. Whatever he's called, he's a clerk who works for the Abyss Order. He's great at lying and great at slipping away. Are you here to catch him, Sealali? So he's an Abyss Order goon. Well, we can't let him get away now, can we? Hello, baby. That rat! He should know you don't mess with an old lady's pride. Yet that lousy fiend took me for a fool. Just you wait. Granny Eatsley's gonna make you regret the day you were born. Hey, Sealali? Is everything okay? You're making a really scary face. Do you still have the stuff I left with you last time? Stuff? Harley, maybe we should take a look. Take out Senhaj's relic. Alright, it's still in good condition. Now the other one. Take out the map. Well, that's a relief. I was worried Enjo might have swiped them from you. That great big liar wouldn't dare show his face around us. Anyway, be careful. He's lurking somewhere nearby. He is? How can you be so sure? He may have gotten away from us last time, but I made sure to leave a mark on him. That way, I can track the rat no matter what hole he decides to crawl into. As long as he's nearby, I'll be able to sense him. I had a vague sense of where he was from the moment I set foot in the resort. I never expected to bump into you two while tracking him though. So you're saying he's nearby? Yes. Unfortunately, the mark only gives me a rough guide to where he is. Otherwise, I'd have caught him already. We should work together, Harley. I get a sense that Enjo might have something to do with that employee's strange behavior. Awesome. With Sealali here, there's nothing to fear. We're good friends, Papa. Our mothers are good friends too. We promised to build this resort together. How am I supposed to face them with you like this? If your mother gets ticked off, she'll get my mother ticked off, and then I'll be in the firing line. If that happens, you better believe I'm going to make it your problem as well. So for the sake of our mothers, could you at least answer me and let me know you're listening? As Tenochtzitoc gazed upon the vast burning plains, a turbid black tide welled up on the horizon. Alright, I guess I should tell you how our fathers are faring. Hold on. Eh? You're awake? It's that old lady. Papa, what is it? What old lady? Silence! Hold them off outside. If you get any closer, the next time you'll be seeing our mothers is from the inside of a coffin. So he was listening. Master Pookley, we're here. Wait, what's going on? You look terrified. Papa, he's awake. And he called my mother an old hag. There's something wrong. His illness has gotten worse. Huh? We'd better go check on him. So this is that out of sorts employee. Hey, you! Close off! Yes, mother. Yes, ma'am. Are you sure? He's definitely not one of the resort staff. Yeah, I was gonna say we found the real Papa, like drunk somewhere. Last chance. Get rid of that disguise or I'll make you wish you did. Hold on. Something's not right. Sealali steps forward and tears away the costume, but there is nobody inside. All she's left with is a Nochli costume with traces of lingering warmth. Yeah. I feel like Enjo teleported away. Are you kidding me? He got away. What's going on? Was Tenochtzitoc hollow on the inside? No, there was someone in this costume, all right. It looks like they slipped away just before we got here. Ah, darn it. It must have been Enjou. I can sense the aura of my mark on him. Wait, so the Tenochtzitoc we met just now was Enjou in disguise? How long has he been playing us along? Probably since the very beginning. Wait, if that's not Papa, then where's Papa? Oh, Archons, I deserve the scolding our mothers are going to give me. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. I can't believe Enjou tricked us again. We have to catch him. Harley, it seems he fled in a hurry. My arrival probably threw him off, which means he might have abandoned some things around the camp. And let's get searching for clues. That old hag. She's even more of a nuisance than I am. Guess I'll just have to wait and see how things pan out. If Papa isn't in Tenochtzitoc, then where is Papa? Papa? I don't know. Investigative report. Bakunawa, a gigantic beast that appeared on the western side of Natlan 500 years ago, accompanied by other abyssal monsters. Its body was like that of a mountain, and it devoured the tribespeople of Tenochtzitoc. An out-of-control creation identified as one of Gold's that once attacked and swallowed part of her body. Oh! I knew that she had something to do with the beast, but I thought she just found the beast and like taken some of its remains. I didn't realize that she created that and attacked and swallowed part of her body. That's crazy. Lacking in intelligence, its actions are solely devoted to an instinct to devour. It is capable of infinite growth and is functionally immortal. However, unlike Gold's other creations, its immortality does not stem from the power of life, but rather a more transcendent form of abyssal power that may be beyond even our Order's understanding. Secret cave. Aha, yeah, the one behind the waterfall. Oh! Oh, that's fun. These rocks look a bit odd. Maybe they're hiding something? Love a secret passage behind a waterfall. Fucking love that. I knew it! Yes, Genshin are listening. They finally put shit behind waterfalls. These different spots are interesting. Investigative report. Mare Jivari. No extant records suggest how the Mare Jivari could have disappeared. It seems that all related information was erased alongside the Sea of Ash itself. The only speculation that remains to be made comes from an ancient legend. Thousands of years ago, a troop wandered through the lands. For flutes they had swords, and for harps they had bows. They performed for guests, and also for foes. They once travelled through the desert, and they also set foot in the blazing Mare Jivari. But mainstream history dictates that the Mare Jivari only appeared 500 years ago. Assuming the... Interesting. So it appeared... The abyss came out of it and it disappeared. I guess, yeah, there must have been so many times where... Is that what Venti actually did? He used the power of Istaroth to obscure the Mare Jivari from history? Assuming the records of this ancient troop in their heyday are accurate, it may suggest that a temporal disruption phenomenon occurred in the Mare Jivari. Temporal disruption. Time. Could the transcendent power of the abyss threaten even the flow of time? We found 3 reports, and they're all incredible. About Bakunawa. Of all the abyssal monsters that attacked Natlan 500 years ago, Bakunawa was the most terrifying. It was said to have devoured entire villages of tribespeople and could not be killed. Even when it was beheaded or had its body chopped into pieces, the remains would somehow continue to grow, seeking each other out and eventually forming a new, revitalized Bakunawa. This reminds me of Ethereals in CZZ. It also somewhat reminds me of Nikador and how that body was like a decoy body because it was like functionally immortal and would just kind of keep growing. What in the... How was it finally defeated then? Through Tenoch's sacrifice. He let Sanhaj perform phlogiston engraving on his body in order to unleash the power of border spells. Then, Tenoch allowed himself to be eaten by the beast. Holy shit. With Tenoch's body as the ritual offering, Sanhaj summoned a miniature Night Kingdom inside Bakunawa's belly? What the fuck? The clash between the powers of the Abyss, the Lord of the Night, and Tenoch's spirit in Bakunawa's body led to a violent explosion that shattered the monster into innumerable pieces. Bro, Rhyme is a fucking menace to society. Yet even so, some believe it never truly died, and that its rebirth was merely suppressed by the chaotic energies unleashed in the blast. If the right conditions are met, the beast's remains could potentially still grow into a new Bakunawa once more. Exactly what fucking happened with Durin. Technically Durin was dead, but then like, he's starting to come alive again and little like tiny parts of him gain sentience. About the mare jivari. Enjou failed to uncover the mystery of the male Javari's disappearance, which is good news for us. But his hypothesis is a little hard to believe. About the secret cave. It seems like Enjou memorized our map after he snuck a peek at it. This is his redrawing of it. Judging by the markings, he must have found his destination. Yeah, okay, so this... Yeah, this is where the male Javari used to be. But, so why didn't he do anything? He just wasted his time out here, putting on a show. Given the cunning he's displayed so far, I doubt he did so without purpose. His act must have been necessary for him to break through certain obstacles. Now that we've read all 3 reports, what should we do next? Let's go to the place marked on the map. Good idea. It looks like we're pretty close. We just have to figure out what the Abyss Order is up to. Let's head out. Harley, if you intend to investigate this matter, please be careful. I'll return to the resort to report on the situation. Looks like we've reached the end. What's this? It looks familiar. That's a mystic arts implement from the Masters of the Nightwind. But how did it end up here? Paimon thinks we've seen those around. It can transport us to other places, right? That's correct. Our tribespeople use them to transport themselves to the Chamber of Weaving, or the sacrificial altar of enigmatic land. But this one doesn't lead to either of those places, evidently. Where do you think it goes? The only people who would know where it leads are the spellcaster and anyone else who's used it. Unfortunately, it looks like this implement's too old to work. Too old? So old that its spirit has long since dissipated. I doubt that enjou brat could have found a way around this either. Is there any way to, replenish its spirit? To make it work again? There is a way, but every spellcaster is like a different lock, each needing their own key to open. I'll have to figure out the structure of this implement's lock before we can get it up and running again. Just like that? Wow, Seatlali, you're amazing! Obviously, look up my name in the Nightwind dictionary and you'll find 3 words. The real Shadil. Why is she like this? Shadil? That doesn't sound like a real word to Paimon. Of course it is. It means a shaman who's the real deal. What about the definition of Auroron? A cultisham. A shaman whose skills you cultivated? No, a shaman who cultivates vegetables. You didn't write this dictionary yourself, did you, Seatlali? That's enough jokes for now. Just give me a moment to look at... Wait, who goes there? We were followed? Whoever you are, come out with your hands up. The usher from before. Oh, it's just some usher. You scared Paimon half to death. She thought it was that awful enjou guy. Odd. Why are there usher following us? Shadil, so true. Maybe they like us? Pukli told us that Asha are the benevolent souls of the mare jivari. They're friendly sorts. You mean how benevolent soul is one of the ways to interpret the word Asha? I've heard that said before, but it doesn't solve the mystery of why they followed us all the way here. Hold on, I think I've got it. Maybe they're not just being friendly. What else could it be? They want to help. Maybe they're after something we're carrying. If they're the benevolent souls of the mare jivari, it'd make perfect sense for them to be drawn to it. Do the honors, Harley. Take out Sanhaj's relic. Sanhaj's relic! Oh wow, the Asha are really happy. They must have seen Citlali take it out just now, and followed us ever since. A reunion after all these years. Ah! What are they doing? The implement! It's active again! But how? Aha! It seems the Asha were the key we needed for the lock. We might not know who left this implement behind, but the place it points to must have something to do with the mare jivari. Should we go and take a look around? Only if you're both ready. We can't wait too long. That brat from the Abyss Order is going to catch up to us sooner or later. Let's go. Paimon's a little worried about this one. But okay, let's go. Where in the world are we? I was unaware that such a place exists in Natlan. Huh? Paimon can't believe even Citlali doesn't know where we are. Blast! My connection to the Wyob's been severed. What does that mean? It means we're probably not in Natlan anymore. Huh? How? We were in the resort just a few seconds ago. I'd explain it if I could. Even though I can't sense the Wyob anymore, I can still sense the Night Kingdom's presence. This doesn't make sense. I guess we must be in the mare jivari now, which I guess would mean that we no longer have connection to the Wyob, but there is still a Night Kingdom around. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find some answers. Better than standing around and gawking. Let's move, but be careful. Stone tablet. A weathered old stone tablet. Most of its inscription is worn away. I cloak the enigmatic land and shroud this place. Oh my god. I cloak the enigmatic land and shroud this palace. Only the legacy of heroes may awaken. Shulavitz. That doesn't look like a Natlan name. Looks like Germanic. Oh. Inscription behind the stone structure. To the young Burkina. That's weird. There should be a weapon here, right? There are words carved onto the back of this stone. Huh. It belonged to Sanhaj. This was Sanhaj's weapon? Well, where did it go? Ah! Could it be? The relic? Let's put it there and see if it does anything. To the great runner, Wanjiru. To the chief of the mines, Sunjata. What kind of a fucking weapon is that? To the brave Menelek. This was Children of Echoes. This was Collective of Plenty. This was Science of the Canopy. To the Giant Tupac, this was People of the Springs. And Sujata was Masters of the Nightwind. So not Sanhaj. So this must be Flowerfeather Clan, okay. To the Border Master, Sanhaj Kampore. His remains are buried here. You place Sanhaj's relic on the stone. Look! The seat in the center! It's glowing! Harley, do you want to try sitting on it? The thing I don't understand is that we got these items from a limited time event. I wonder if you don't do the event, like, they just appear in your inventory? Well, the traveler is fated to ascend to the throne of God. Oh. Harley, Paimon! Where are you? Harley disappeared after she sat on the pedestal. Did she get transported somewhere else? Ugh, it's too dangerous. I've got to follow her. Wait, no way! I'm the only one who knows what's happened. I can't just rush in after them. The Semitl can't stray too far from me either. Oh, is that her, like, summons? If we all get trapped inside, we're dead meat. But I can't just walk away. That Abyss Order rat could show up at any moment. I can't let him threaten Harley and Paimon. This is bad. I have to find a way to inform Malwika, or at least leave a message that can be passed on to her. Oh my, oh my. I'm sorry to be a bother. But may I ask if this is the Hotel of the Sacred Flame? What stylish chairs it has. When it rains, it pours. I wish this was voiced, man. This would have been so good. Oh my, oh my. Could it be the fearsome Granny Eatsley, the one who's been chasing me everywhere? When did you get into the customer service industry? Abyssal rat, still running that rodent mouth of yours. Is this another one of your schemes? I admit that I can be somewhat loquacious, and I adore a good scheme as much as the next abyssal rat. But this is my first time visiting this tawdry establishment. I thought I'd be able to reach the mare jivari through that woven scroll. Who would have thought it would take me here? I guess this is what people mean when they say it's a small world. Oh my, I must be disturbing you during your shift, Granny Eatsley. I shall take my leave. See yourself out. My, you're really letting a perfectly good customer go? Wouldn't this look bad for your key performance indicators? Granny doesn't have the time to entertain you right now, so please get your sorry hind out of my sight. Of course, of course. I don't suppose this has anything to do with Harley's mysterious absence. We're old friends, you know, me and her. I just thought I should say hello, seeing as I'm here. Or perhaps I could draw your attention to her familiar scent left behind on that chair over there. Might I investigate? Wow, scent? Guess I was wrong about you. Rather than a rat, you appear to be Harley's abyssal mutt. Why, I am most offended. Such vitriol. From the mouth of a dear old lady, no less. You mistake me. I'm just so touched that the little lost dog would travel 1,000 miles to reunite with its mistress. It's enough to move Granny to tears. Well then, Eats Papa, let the mangy dog perform his trick. Well, you have been taught how to sit, surely. Or do you need a treat to coax it out of you? I must admit, as a representative of the Abyss Order, I am slightly perturbed by your sudden change in attitude, Granny. So not a dog, but a scaredy cat instead? The Abyss Order can't possibly be full of cowards like you. No wonder they're stuck wallowing in mediocrity. Think not of my incompetence as something all my colleagues possess. I am, as you first said, merely a rat subject to the mockeries of others. Being cautious is how a rat survives, no? So, just to be sure that I'm not about to walk into a trap, how about we make a deal, Granny? Papa, the employee who was role-playing a hero, is currently safe. Might I exchange him for safe passage to the mare jivari? As long as I can reach the mare unhindered, I can guarantee that Papa will return to his friend, and all will be well. What do you think, dear Granny? And what exactly do you want to do in the mare jivari? The elderly should know better than to hover over the shoulders of the youth, prying into all their personal secrets. Such flowery speech. It's a pity I can't be bothered to commit it to memory. However, you do best to remember every word I'm about to say. That seems a little unfair. Isn't it the duty of a grandson to listen to their granny? Keep those ears peeled, lest I peel them off your head. The throne behind me leads to a place none of us knows about. If you want to go there, you best become as compliant as a docile capybara. No vandalism, no hurting the flora, find Harley and Paimon and ensure their safety. Understood. I swear on Harley's name to do as you say. You young people are always so keen on swearing oaths. As for an old-timer like me, I prefer a safer approach. I just need you to cooperate for a moment. What do you mean by cooperate? Hush, hush, my ratty little grandson. This won't take long. Eats Papa, hold him down. Where the heck are we? We just touched that stone thing, and whoosh, now we're here. And Seat Lolly's nowhere to be seen. This place looks like the Night Kingdom. Seat Lolly said she could sense the Night Kingdom's presence just now. Maybe this is why? But why are there traces of the Abyss here? Didn't we get rid of them already? Maybe this isn't Natlan after all. At all. It looks like Natlan, but it's not Natlan. It looks like the Night Kingdom, but there's no wire connection. And the Abyss is still around. Ah, Paimon's getting scared. I just thought of something. What is it? Sanhaj once cast a border spell. Huh? Are you talking about that mini Night Kingdom he summoned? Wouldn't that mean the mare jivari is right in front of us? We won't know unless we look. Then let's be careful. Oh, Tress, what the fuck? Oh, shattered spatial rift. Multiple rifts have appeared in this unstable space, resembling the Night Kingdom. They appear to be connected, as though traveling through one will lead you to another. Okay. If I go through this one... Aha! Let's go. Cool. Love to see it. More chests. Let's go. Oh, yep, okay.
Light it up!
Extract! Defensive mode engaged. Turn that frown upside down.
Alright, doesn't seem to be anywhere else I can go. Cool. Oh, for fuck's sake. I do also like that it doesn't completely, like, do, like, a loading thing. Like, because I feel like that would be disorienting to figure out where you'd gone. Will this take me over there, maybe? Yeah.
Accelerating.
And then here. Aha, yes. Let's go. Oh, yep, okay.
Insulation chip.
Burn it down!
Neutralize! Cast your worries to the wind!
Nice. I love chests.
Reconstitute!
Wrath from the sky!
These floaty little guys. They won't jump us out of nowhere, will they? Floaty little guys. The Asha? Oh, these guys. Where will this take me? Oh, it just takes me past them. Oh!
The flame burns on.
Yep, that was my own fault. Oh my god, are the only ones I have left special dishes? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no! What is going on here? Oh? Where are we now? This is wild. Oh, I can't even look at the map. Whoa, Paimon thinks she heard a terrifying roar. Oh, shit. This must be the mare jivari. Paimon can't believe we're really here. This makes us true legends among adventurers. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I can't configure the party. I may have made an error. Oh, nope. Okay. Yep. I stay on the path. Yeah, this is the same. Wait. Oh. Huh? Is Paimon hearing things or is someone calling us? That text was in like lilac. Yeah, this is the same as like the domain we went into for like Bennett's story. I think. Harley, Paimon! Hey, someone's calling for us. It sounds like Lali. I was about to say, is it Lali? I've found you at last. Enjou? It's me, Lali. Lali? Well, long time no see, Harley and Paimon. I have to admit, this isn't what I thought our reunion would look like. He's gone back to being enjou again. I don't understand why this isn't voiced. I wish it had been voiced. I feel like it should have been. For the jivari and also like, yeah, for these characters that have established voices. Hearing the voice of that old hag come out of my youthful mouth is beyond mortifying. Shut up before I make you. Okay, yeah, so this is how they differentiate. They make it purple. Are you okay, Lali? I'm fine. My body's back in the main hall, but I used a spell to attach a part of my spirit to this fool's body. This way I can put him to good use. Whoa, Lali's amazing. Paimon can't believe she can actually control Enjou's body. Don't let her fool you. She's not that powerful. I'm only letting her do this because I cut a deal with her. A deal? So you sold your own body? In a partial, temporary, and limited transaction. One that allows me to ensure your safety and keep him from threatening us. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe, both of you. Here, this is Sanhaja's ritual sword, the Calamity of Eshu. I borrowed it from the chief before I set off from the Masters of the Nightwind. Since we don't know much about this area you're in, it's probably best to keep it close at hand, just in case. Whoa, so this is what he used to summon the Night Kingdom? What a rare and precious treasure. I don't suppose it'd be a problem if I just touched it for a moment. Wait, look at this fuck-ass pixelated. Look how brutal the fucking backdrop looks. Look at these pixels, bro. Come on, man. In your dreams. We're holding on to this. So stingy. Don't you know that I was the one who found the relics used by Sanhaj to open up his passages? I didn't kick up a fuss when they fell neatly into your hands, did I? You could learn a thing or two from someone with my magnanimity. Paimon, I can't say that word. Harley, Paimon really wants to give this guy a good slap, but she doesn't want to accidentally end up hitting Lali. Slap away. It won't hurt me. Well, excuse me. I'm just a clerk. I've never hurt a soul. Is the crime of my wanting to come here and have a look around really deserving of such unjust violence? He's not wrong. Papa wasn't hurt. I checked. But we were tricked. He hurt our feelings. I fully sympathize, Paimon, I do. But as you can see, I now have an old hag bouncing around in my brain. If that isn't punishment enough, then I'm afraid you might as well just kill me. Sounds good to me. It too, Harley. It too, Caesar. I thought a hero of your acclaim would say something in my defense, but here you stand, poised to strike me down with a cold blade. As long as it doesn't affect Lali. Well said. Let's stop talking about this. Present circumstances dictate that we should be trying to work together. Remind Paimon, since when were we ever a team? This is the mare jivari. It's not like we have a choice. We've been in the same boat since the very start, and our enemies are the metaphorical sea and its storms. You all saw that scary creature just now, right? Although it was also my first time laying eyes on it, my wealth of wisdom tells me that it was likely Bakunawa's permeation. If we don't deal with it, it'll eat us. If it eats us, it'll get stronger. If it gets stronger, it'll escape into Natlan and continue eating until there's nothing left. Bakunawa? That's the monster that Tenoch and the 6 heroes of ancient Natlan fought against. Wait, didn't they defeat it? Ha, you wish. The worst part about the beast is that it has even stronger immortality than the rest of Gold's creations. Its permeation is no simple hummus or chalk. The power contained within it was something that even Gold and the Abyss Order couldn't harness. A power that can corrupt even the passage of time. Fenty also mentioned something about the contamination of time in the mare jivari. So this monster's the one behind it? We did encounter our fair share of obstacles on the way here. Maybe because people were trying to keep Bakunawa from escaping through the seals. Is that why the mare disappeared? Wait, we didn't break the seals by coming here, did we? Let's just assume that we're in a different time from Bakunawa for now. Then how are we going to get home? Our path is clear, Paimon. If the problem lies in Bakunawa's permeation, then in the name of the Abyss Order, we must slay the beast. I don't have the right team for this. Why are you acting like a good guy all of a sudden? Pick a side and stick to it, will you? Perhaps if you were more well-read, you would understand. The new Tide Anthology states that principles are defined by their flexibility. Flexible principles are, to be in principle, flexible. In any case, the time has come for us to fight. Oh, shit, bruv. Bakunawa, scoured by the ravages of time, the power of the Wyob still harboured within the calamity of Eshu awakens, as though sensing the presence of a nemesis from 500 years before. Uses power to defend against Bakunawa's attacks. After successfully fending off a special move, the Wyob will unleash a powerful counterblow. Once struck by the Wyob's counterblow, Bakunawa will be temporarily paralysed. Seize this opportunity to unleash the power of the calamity of Eshu and attack Bakunawa's weak spots for a chance to sever its limbs. Attack with the full power of the calamity of Eshu when Bakunawa is at its weakest to thoroughly defeat it. Though as legends tell of the terrifying monster's powers of revival, it remains to be seen if it might one day rise again. Well, by the sounds of the tutorial... Oh. Etchings on the ancient shield. In the distance, the faint outline of structures. Familiar shapes. From, or maybe, impossible to investigate. Remember all that happened. Oh god, bro. This guy's way too big. It reminds me so much of Ashtar.
Accelerating.
Oh. Well done, Harley. You've mastered the power of the calamity of Eshu. Clean away can make use of its defensive powers. Nice. Harley, quick, we can climb onto Bakunawa's head from over there. Once up there, we can attack his weak spot. Wow, see, Lali opened a passage for us. I did that. Just like that. Okay.
defensive mode engaged.
But you're just standing there? Yeah, even the thing's not attacking it, so it's clearly not something we can do damage to. Just in case. There we go. Do it again, use this passage. Nice. I wanted to shout the same thing. You can shout next time.
Accelerating. Insulation chamber deployed.
You gonna do something, mate?
Accelerating.
Use a Calamity of Eshu and place your elemental skill. Oh. Oh, cool.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Harley, one last time. Let's finish off Bakunawa. You said you'd let me shout the line this time. Stop stealing my thunder, you old hag. Did we win? I knew it. No matter how powerful Beast Bakunawa was, it would always fall short of the mighty Harley and I, enjou, supporting her from the rear. Supporting Paimon's foot. You didn't do anything. Did we get rid of it? Woohoo! We're awesome. That's the biggest bad guy we've ever taken down. Judging by the potency of the energy we just dealt with, that may only have been one piece of Bakunawa's body. But even if it's only one of many, I'm sure it will have left something useful behind. Let's see. Stop right there. You heard her, enjou. Stay put. What's this now? Are your companions naught but arrows in your quiver, fit only to be strung, shot, and then abandoned? Harley, remind me, who was it who dealt the crucial blow to Bakunawa just now? Is this how you treat the backbone of your team? Backbone? Keep dreaming. What exactly are you after? All that is unknown etches itself into the desires of my soul. The corpse of Bakunawa may be laden with ancient treasures it once devoured. Surely such artifacts would be priceless. Try harder. You've been hunting for clues about the mare jivari since Harley's arrival in Natlan. There's no way your end goal is something so vague. You can't lie your way out of this one, enjou. What secrets are you hiding? We're not giving up until you spill the beans. Lie? Why, I'm not lying at all. But since you insist, I'll grace you with a story. Many years ago, there existed a kingdom in a broken land. The king was wise and powerful. He loved his people and was beloved by them. This must be Comria. Later, when a powerful enemy attacked the kingdom, the king sacrificed his life to save it. Upon his death, his most steadfast follower succeeded him. Yet evil still lurked in the shadows, its creeping corruption poisoning the new king. Once more, the kingdom was plunged into torment. Civil war broke out across the kingdom, splitting it into factions. The wicked king was slain, and his people were exiled from the land. So this feels like it's Eclipse Dynasty versus Crimson Dynasty? These exiles split into two different groups. One chose to accept their exile and abandoned their homeland forever. The other group refused to leave until they were allowed to settle down elsewhere, albeit in the most barren and remote part of their nation. Unless this is Natlan stuff? This can't be Natlan. This must be Comria, right? They lived in neglect for millennia until darkness returned once more. The kingdom was still divided, and these exiles were the first to raise their weapons. Although they were destitute, not a single one of them retreated or fled. With the same stubborn spirit that bade them never abandon their homeland all those years ago, they fought and died, until at last only one remained. Was that him? You're not going to tell us that survivor was you? It seems like eating too many slimes really can make someone a dullard. Paimon was just guessing. Where'd you get off being so mean? In any case, that man's name was Tenoch. Oh, okay, yeah, so it is Natlan. I thought it was Kamria. I fully was convinced it was Kamria. Yeah, so the one chose to accept their exile and abandon their homeland forever. That was Vanessa's tribe. Okay, finally we're getting Vanessa lore. In any case, that man's name was Tenoch, and the lost settlement was known as Tenochtzitoc. Its people were warriors who wielded the power of Anemo. Some people named the place where their bones were buried the Windless Land. While their brothers and sisters, who 500 years before departed from their homeland, Vanessa lore, headed to the true land of wind. There they were known by another name, the Maratans. However, that's a story for another day. Does this mean you're one of these Maratan people? Really? Is he lying again, Seatlally? Don't shout so loudly, or you'll kill off all dear Harley's brain cells. As for your beloved Granny Eatsley, she can no longer respond to you. Oh my god. What did you do to her? Nothing of consequence. I merely drove her away. Stories all have a purpose, and I thank you for taking the time to listen to this one, as it has allowed me to familiarize myself with some of Bakunawa's powers. From now on, that old hag shan't be bothering us anymore. You sneaky, lying, scheming, evil abyssal rat! Flexible principles, Paimon, flexible principles. See, that is where your problem lies. You never listen to what others have to say. Who exactly are you, and what's your objective? Harley, I have seen the glory of Vindagnia perish, buried beneath the snow. I have witnessed the Sun Children dancing in their white night, and beheld the magnificence of Gurabad submerged in the sea of sand. Interesting. So Salvigdagnia was the original civilization atop Dragonspine? Before it was a snowy mountain. The Sun Children from Enkanomiya, that's where we first met him. And Gurabad is the original, like, ancient city where, like, Lilipar was from. I have touched the vessels of flesh and blood in the Moshiri ceremonial site. I don't remember where that is. Must be somewhere in Inazuma. The broken colossi of Remoria, and brushed my fingers across the soiled colours of the murals in the Vuku Kakik's tower. Where the fuck is that? I know how Mondstadt's old aristocracy was overthrown, how the people of Liyue began the great migration of the Gwali Assembly, and how the loyalists of Orobashi fought against the disciples of Narukami. Interesting, he knows so much. I even know how the people of Tenochtzitoc perished in battle, and how the Maratans left for a distant land, which was a good couple of 1,000 years ago. So he is a lot older than the Kanrians. But none of these places in my memory belong to me. Oh. They are like shooting stars, merely flitting across my sky with a spark, then fading away into nothing. Harley, Paimon, I serve the Abyss Order, but the Order is not my home. What about you two? Where is your home? This guy got so much more sus. Ah, so you cannot answer that. Or perhaps you do not wish to answer? Very well, I will be heading deeper to continue my investigation. Maybe we shall never see each other again. But know this, Harley. Without the power of Bakunawa, you will never be able to enter the true Mare Jivari. Allow me to leave you a final parting gift. What is this? It's one of these. This is the flower that blooms and flames. Until the day that the fires turn me into ashes, you shall see the glowing embers of this flower shining through the dark smoke. Hey, you're called Enjou, right? If you find any secrets, remember to come back and tell us. Or at least give us your name. Your real name. Granny Eatsley? Why, I swore I had driven you away. Me? By the likes of you? Pfft. Granny just wanted to see if you had any other parlor tricks up your sleeves. Woo! See, Lolly? So that's how it is. Granny will always be Granny. I apologize for my hubris. If that day does come, I promise I will. And with that, I bid you farewell, you monuments on my journey. Until we meet again. My brain's just exploded. So, he's someone way more significant than we previously thought, I think. Or at least than I previously thought. Like, he was always kind of sus, but like, we knew he was from the Abyss Order. He was just like a fucking lowly work or whatever. He was just interested in history and he was just kind of fucking around. But clearly he is someone way more important and is way older than we previously thought. If there truly is a homeland I have forgotten, could it be within this realm of smouldering, shattered time? Yeah, maybe he doesn't remember where he's from. Oh yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe he doesn't remember where he's from, so he's traveling around learning about history to try and remember. You're back. Are you both alright? We're okay. That's a relief. I couldn't see what Enjou was up to. Unreadable to the very end. Now that I think about it, when Enjou was hiding inside Tenochtzitoc, I don't think he was able to enter this place. But he knew you would come, and he planned to use you. Naturally, he was certain you would somehow find a way. But he didn't bet on Lali showing up, which threw a wrench into his works. We always knew this guy wasn't like the other Abyss Order goons. But Paimon never thought he'd have so many secrets, and asking him for answers only left us with more questions. Just like this place. I'll check with Malika. I have a feeling she'll know something about this place. I let Lalin and scout the area, and it found a stone tablet beneath the temple. It just so happens there were some names written on it. Names? Some of them have been eroded beyond recognition, while others are barely legible. They are the names of the former Pyroarchons. Huh? I have an inkling this place may have been put together by the Pyroarchons 500 years ago. They must have made it to deal with, or at least temporarily contain, Bakunawa. The Pyroarchons? But there was only one at the time, that was Malika. But the exact methods they used are still a mystery. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you don't tell anyone else about this. For now, at least. Then, can we keep looking around this place? Of course, but you shouldn't stray too deep. Especially you, Harley. Got that? The spirit trace I left on Enjou seems to have been consumed by a strange power. Whatever's wrong with the mare jivari, we're definitely not equipped to handle it right now. I need some time to look into all of this. Of course, if I learn anything useful, you'll be the first to hear about it. Is there anything else you'd like to know? How's the employee who was acting up earlier? Papa? He is fine. Enjou told me that he previously disguised himself as a tourist and adopted the name Haina. Yeah, we found him randomly, like the other day. He then approached Papa, and the two of them really hit it off. In the end, Enjou fed Papa enough aphemine to knock out a Tatankasaurus. He's probably still snoozing it off in a corner of Tete Isle somewhere. Yep, we found him. Classic Enjou. I should really be heading home. For a senior citizen like myself, this excursion has been a headache and a half. Thank you, Sweet Lolly. I didn't ask for anyone's thanks. Ahem. But, well, if you really want to express your gratitude, remember to come and visit your granny more often, okay? Interesting. Oh! It's a lava walker flower, like the fucking set. This is the notes found in Bakunawa, okay. My 14th paused to rest. I don't know whether it's day or night. There's no wind. I thought I was going to die. The monster ate my left hand and chunked out my lower back. My medical supplies I dropped Archon knows where, so there was no treating my wounds either. But today, as it turns out, was my lucky day. I didn't expect to meet a man here. He calls himself Notched, and he used a flower that blossomed among the ashes to stop my bleeding. He even warned me about getting close to the beasts, because they would eat even their own kind. I asked him where he was from. He said he comes from a place called Tenochtzitoc, but that's not his hometown. Strangely, he doesn't remember where he was born, but who am I to question him? Why does that sound like enjou, bro? Notched left without taking a rest. He said he was running out of time. He warned me to head back before it was too late. With my body as it is now, it might be too late already. Stanley! I am prepared. I know this is my last adventure. I swear to use every last drop of blood in my body to uncover the secrets of this place, as sure as I am the great adventurer Stanley. Hans, so long as you make it back to Mondstadt safely, my efforts have not been in vain. If a day should come when another member of the guild returns here, I hope they can find the records I've left behind. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Wow, something that, was from 1.0 is now being addressed. That's crazy. Here, a flower gifted to you by enjou, once a delicate bloom freshly picked. When did it become like this? Yeah, so I want to read the Lava Walker set. Is it in equipment? Ah, yes. Okay. A flower that only blooms in the burning flames. The searing pain it causes will make the wearer stronger. The fiery red flower shines like shimmering agate. This flaming flower was once a brooch worn by the Lava Walker. In the Lava Walker's final days, he said to his people, "This is the flower that blooms in flames. Until the day that the fires turn me into ashes, you shall see the glowing embers of this flower shining through the dark smoke." The people followed the flower's flickering light to the edge of the mare jivari. There they found the blooming flowers, but the Lava Walker was nowhere to be seen. A feather plucked by the Lava Walker from a bird that sings amid the flames. The wearer can almost hear the sound of the bird's wings flapping in the blaze. Legend has it that there exists a kind of solitary bird that sings in the blazing flames. People worshipped it as a totem, while kings saw it as a sign of nobility. Donning this feather, the Lava Walker retreated from the outside world. Alone he came and alone he went, leaving no trace behind. Since then, people often hear cries coming from the mare jivari. No one knows if they are the song of the bird or the sighs of the Lava Walker. What flows within this hourglass is not regular sand, but burning sand. Like this burning sand, time flows forward, leaving no trace of its own existence. The story of the Lava Walker continued even after he had travelled across the mare jivari. It is said that he spent another 100 years living as a hermit. But this short retreat brought little relief from his burning torment. This has got to be enjou, right? Enjou has got to be the Lava Walker. Because he's also a pyro abyss lector. During his time as a secluded sage, again, like sage, he's a historian. The Lava Walker could not bear the eternal scourge. He crafted this hourglass to mark the passing of time. As the flames blazed, burning sand flowed endlessly through the hourglass, day after day. Sadly, though the Lava Walker did not fear the scorching flames of the mare jivari, he could not quench the torturing flames of time. The anguish of being left alone, without the disciples and family he held so dear, burned away at his soul more than any flames could ever scorch his flesh. A goblet that once contained lava. Now empty, it still has a slight hint of warmth. This goblet once belonged to a sage known as the Lava Walker. Wisdom flowed from within. The Lava Walker would toy with the goblet. Even in the blazing heat, it remained intact. Legend has it that the Lava Walker would drink lava from this goblet as if it were a glass of fine wine. But while fine wine evaporates in high heat, the wisdom of the sage could withstand a trial by fire. To the Lava Walker, fine wine was merely a catalyst in the process of producing ingenuity. Aided by alcohol, Even the slightest spark can combust into a brilliant idea. The goblet was a silent witness to the forging of wisdom amidst the flames. The moment before the lava walker set off on his final journey was when the goblet was filled with the most pride. Yeah, final journey. Like, this has to be enjou. An ancient circlet that once belonged to the lava walker, a sage who wandered in the mare jivari. Upon close examination, one could almost see his figure standing strong amidst the fiery flames. The wandering sage of the mare jivari, known as the lava walker, crafted this circlet from crimson agate to resist the intense heat of the flames. The circlet was built with wisdom and tenacity. It sparked fear and jealousy amongst peers and seniors alike. How dare the lava walker challenge the flames of the mare jivari? Such blasphemy has not been seen in hundreds of years. The flaming sea will surely devour this arrogant young man, and the sky will blow his ashes into the void. In his jealousy, the teacher demanded that his students step into the flaming sea wearing the circlet. In a state of calmness, the lava walker strolled onto the lava and gradually disappeared into the horizon. Yeah, that has to be enjou. God fucking damn. So yeah, we can touch that to go into the mare jivari. Oh, there's a chest back here. Fuck yeah. Oh, and there's more things. Wind-worn booklet. A badly damaged, wind-worn booklet with only a few words still legible. Seal the borders. Contain the mare jivari. Not a task for just one generation. My time runs short. Put my thoughts in the sacred flame. Remember, you who follow. Cochinina. Oh, yeah. It's one of the archons that the Abyss Dragon imitates in that fight. My brain is going burr right now. Elegantly written booklet. A more recent booklet containing just a few more elegant and joyful words. Task complete. Now I sing. Isaja. That's not one of the names. 6 of the tribes. Stone tablet. A weathered old stone tablet. The inscription is nearly illegible, but a faint name can still be seen at the bottom. What? You're going to tell me what the name is? Okay. A weathered old stone tablet. The inscription is nearly illegible, but a faint name can still be seen at the bottom. Just fuck me, I guess. A weathered old stone tablet. Most of its inscription is worn away. Kiongozi has been gone for over a decade. Oh yeah, the ancient name of the Archon. Great victory. Built this shrine. Honor the fallen. Oh yeah, because that must be referring to Mawika specifically. Because she went into the sacred flame and thereby... And this is around the time they built this, right? So she went into the sacred flame and then like that name was kind of like locked to her. A weathered old stone tablet, most of his inscription is worn away. Bakunawa's revival. Before the return, must block the mare jivari. Hold back the black tide. The fact that they call it the black tide? Identical to Amphorius, okay. If I fail and fall, let those who come after Glorhari. So how are some of these Pyro Archons still fucking alive, bro? That's what confuses me. A weathered old stone tablet. The inscription is nearly illegible, but a faint name can still be seen at the bottom. Oh wait. Inscription behind the stone structure. To the everlasting Tenoch, his remains are buried here. Oh! Yeah! Yeah, I was right! The scholar who crossed the mare jivari is enjou. The lava walker. God, that's so cool that we finally got enjou lore after all this time.